Welcome to this channel. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a number of text functions. As you can see here, we have 14 of them, which I'm going to show you one by one. In the meantime, if you are not subscribed, please hit the notification button. Let's get started. Our text function is the trim function. Now, what does it do? Assuming I have text here with spaces, extra spaces in between, and I want to remove these spaces. See, there's space at the beginning, in the middle, I want to remove them. I can use the trim function. So it takes one argument, which is the text, like so. You can see it has removed the extra spaces here. If I copy it down, the spaces are gone. So you can come across such a scenario as you do your work. You find the data is not well organized. There are spaces in between. Use the trim function to eliminate the spaces. Next, we go to the exact function. The exact function tests whether the two texts are equal, and returns true if they're equal or false if they're not equal. So we are going to say exact. So we are checking this text, and this one here it says they are equal. This one is exactly the same as this. If I come here and I put a space, you see it changes to false. So it considers a space to be a character. So I copy it down. This one is false. It is case sensitive. So this is not the same as this, and therefore it has a space. And these ones are not the same. So if you want to check whether this is exactly the same as that, you use the exact function. Next, we look at the concatenate function. What does the concatenate function do? The concatenate function concatenates or puts together these different texts. I have that. I want to put it together with this in one cell. I use the concatenate function. You can copy this down, and there you go. You can also use it in concatenate. Now, this concatenate function is found in older versions of Excel. If you have a new version of Excel, you can use the shortcut version, which is concat instead of concatenate. So in this version of Excel, I don't have the concat function. However, I can demonstrate it when I jump into the online version. So let's go to the concat function. Concat, let's see, it needs the text, then another text, another text, another text. There you go. Let's try it again here. Concat function. If I try it like this, does it work? Yes, it does work. So I also say concat. Remember, this is the newer version. If you have an old Excel, you'll not have this concat function. Then next, let's look at the text join function. The text join function joins the text together. So it takes three arguments. Delimiter. What is a delimiter? Delimiter is what is you want the text to be separated by. If you can separate the text by a comma, by a dash. So what exactly do you want? By a space. So that would be our delimiter, which is the first argument. The next argument is if you are joining text, and for example here, and there's a space here, do you want to ignore that space? Or if yes, you say true. If no, you say false. Then the last one is the text that you are joining. So let's say text join. And this one is also in newer versions. My delimiter, in this case, let's use a comma. I want to separate the join text with a comma. Do I want to separate, to ignore the empty spaces? I say yes. Then I join like so. Then if I copy it here, you can see it is joined. But in this second case, let me use a space. And you see we get a sentence, the ball is mine. So this text join is not found in older versions of Excel. It is found in newer versions of Excel. So I'm using the online version. That's why I have this done here. So let's go back. Now, next is the text function. What does it do? It formats a text. So you give it a value you want format and the format that you want to use. For example, we have this and we want to change it to a telephone number, like in this format here. And we have a number this, and we want to insert commas, and this is the format. We have a number this, we want to put percentages. So let's see how the text function works. You copy, is write text. What value do you want to format? It is in A4. What is the format you want to use? This is the format I want to use. I close, and this is what I get. So if I copy it down, you can see I put commas in this. You can see this becomes a percentage. And this one, if you want, this is a date. You want to format it into a day, it gives you Friday. So you can use this, or for example, you can just say my text, what value do I want? Is this? Then in brackets, in commas, under commas, you put the format, which is like so. Enter, and you get the same result. So you can type it there by putting the format in commas, or if you have it in a cell, you can just refer to the cell and you get the right format that you want. So this is mainly for formatting the text that you have. Next is the lower function. What does the lower function do? It takes one argument and it changes a text which is in capital letters into small letters. So you see, this is capital changed into lower letters, like so. You can also have text which has both capital and small letters, and you want to put it in the same format. So you can use the lower function to make it all lower, or like this one has a mix of lower and upper letters. You can make it all lower such that you have a uniform set of data. Next, we have the upper function. It also takes one argument and it does the opposite of the lower. So these are lower case. We want to change them to uppercase. So we use the upper function, which we copy across. If it is all a mixture of lower cases and upper cases, it will change them to upper cases. Next, we have the proper function. What does a proper function do? What it does, it changes the first letters of the word into capital. Let's see how it does it. The first letters are changed into capital and we copy it down so it becomes from lower hello Mary to upper hello Mary. John, if you have a capital in between here, it also changes it into the lower case. So the main point to note here is that the first letter is changed into uppercase, and the rest of the letters are changed into the lower case. Let's continue on. We have the left function. What does the left function do? Assuming I have these two texts, hello, Mary, hello, and Peter, John. And I want to extract hello only. I want to extract hello only. I can use the lower case. Then how many do I want to extract? Now this is the left. I have to count from the left how many I want. I want hello. Hello has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that. And we get hello. So even a space is counted as a character. So this one also has 5 characters. So I extract Peter. If I added on more, like 7 of them, there's a space here. You see, it counts the space, and then it picks 2 from here. If I picked it down, this is what it extracts. So you can have a set of data, and you want to pick out particular text from that data, so you can use the left function. So remember, the left function, you count from the left. Next, let's look at the right function. Now for the right function, it does the opposite of what we have just looked at, but the only issue is that you count from the right. So if I want Mary, I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting from the right. So the first argument is the text, which I've selected here, and I'm counting from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I put 4 like so. So I get Mary from hello, Mary. Peter, John, if I copy it down, I'll get John because I'm counting from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try it. And there you go, you get John. So remember, the left, you count from the left, how many you want, and the right, you count from the right and specify what word you want from a given text or mixture of words. Next is the mid function. So what does the mid do? It takes the text which I've selected, that is my text. Now I want to extract, I have characters here which are made up of 2 parts, 2, 5, 6, separated by a dash, and then the rest of the characters. Assuming I want to get all those after this dash. So one way is to use the mid function. So it takes the text, then where do I want to start? I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start on number 5. Then the number of characters after 5, I want 1, inclusive of 5, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 5, I close. So the format is the same. So when I do that, I extract the 54 000. I copy it down and extract the rest. So with this mid function, I was able to extract these numbers which I want. So if at all I want only the 54, for example, I can say, I say mid function, then I say the text is this. I want to start, count from where you want to start, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to start from 5. And when I start from 5, how many do I want? So assuming I want 54, I want 1, 2, comma, 2. like so, you get 54 and you copy it down, then you extract only the 54 from this. So this is how the mid function works. Next is the length. I want the length of this. What it does, it just counts the characters, how many there are. In this first case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I say length, then just the text, and then it gives me 5. I copy down. It is also important to note that space is also counted. Like here, I have 2 spaces. So it is counting 1, 2, plus the 2 spaces, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it returns 7. In this other one, I have 1 space. So it is counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it returns 6. Next is the repeat function. What does the repeat function? If you want to repeat this text a number of times. So I say repeat, and I want to repeat G maybe 5 times. I put 5, and there you go. So if you want to repeat John also 5 times, you can just copy down and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to repeat this, maybe also 5 times, there you go. If you want it twice, you can do something like that to repeat, does it first and does it the second time. That is the repeat function. So that's what I have for you today. Please subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification button. Have a great day.